I'm Radvile Autukaite, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up. Look, you breaking next and you up next. Kings and queens go hard. Rise and star on the big scene. Make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat. Don't settle for less. They put you through that test. Your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, ready, set, go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
SLT Nation! Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next, a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. That's right, we're talking to rising stars in our community who are doing big things and living out big dreams in today. We got a super sensational story for y'all. Fresh off of a Final Four appearance, ACC champion, women's assistant coach at Virginia Tech, Hokie Nation. Make some noise for one of your very own, Coach Radvile Autukaite. How you doing, Coach?
I'm very good. That was really good. That was the best I've heard my name pronounced in a very long time. So good job.
What you give me on from a 1 to 10, Coach? About a 7.8.
That was 11.
Well, good. I'm not gonna jinx myself. I'm gonna say Coach Rad from this point on. I'm gonna keep it 3 letters going forward. But hey, everybody out there for Virginia Tech and women's college basketball, welcome to our show. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the original, all things, everything, OG Louisiana. Hey, Mr. Yeet, 10 toes down. I'm rocking alongside of my brother from another mother, my partner in crime, the head coach, the architect, the quiet storm, KT. Kev, how you feeling today, man? This is like a different level right now, man. I mean, you know, we getting some bangers. We providing them with some quality content at this stage, man. How you feeling right now, sir?
B. Jones, I'm feeling on top of the world, man, because like you said, a Final Four appearance, we got her, and I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce her name. So great job, B. Jones, for representing for both of us. But let's go, man. I'm ready to get this going.
Hey, well, if this is your first time checking out our show, first and foremost, thank you so much. Where have you been? We've been looking for you. Hey, but we need you to stick around and rock with us. Matter of fact, I might do something special at the end of this episode. So hang around the entire episode. We may have a free giveaway or something. I don't know what we're going to do, but check this out. In order to pay the bills, to help us to keep this amazing momentum of 2023, this is our 3rd season, over 350 recorded shows. We got it all. We just need you to do us a small favor. Won't cost you anything. Smash that subscribe button. On the count of 3, we gonna hold hands. We gonna sing Into the Sandman, and we gonna smash that subscribe button. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. On the count of 3, Hokie Nation, show us some love. Hey, Coach Rad, are they gonna rock with us? Because I don't know. I'm getting a little nervous right now.
Oh, they will.
All right, here we go.
Always count on Hokie Nation. Let me tell you this. You can always count.
Let's do it. Let's make some noise, Hokie Nation. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, welcome to the Sports Life Talks family. Hey, we don't do fans, we don't do followers, we do family around here. So I am officially now your big cousin, and we appreciate you for rocking with us and helping us to grow our platform. But with that being said, without further ado, and I'm gonna tell y'all something, she ain't too far removed from getting a bucket. Y'all talk slick if you want to. She might be able to go ahead and give you a double-double right now at any moment. So, Coach, welcome to the show. KT, good luck. This is your first Sports Life Talk initiation. Let's go.
You said good luck like I'm finna challenge her to a basketball game, B. Jones. That's the
way I see it. This is one-on-one right now. This is you versus her. We all elevated breath.
I totally get it, but this is on wax. I'm not getting on the court with her. Okay, Coach. To initiate you into the SLT family, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
Okay, top 5. Okay, don't judge. First one, Celine Dion. That's a, deep one. Pitbull, I listen his playlist before every game day. That's like my shower music. I have to say Beyonce, go with Drake. And I'll throw some Taylor Swift in there.
Ooh, saucy list. Hey, but Coach, what have you heard that Pitbull with Neo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew my rent was gonna be late about a week ago. Hey, that's my track there, Coach. That's the broke man's anthem. I be playing that every time I play that game.
Every time I listen that song and I think about, during the season you get so busy and you still gotta pay rent. So that reminds me, I gotta make sure I gotta pay my rent.
No doubt. I get paid tomorrow too. B. Jones, when she said Celine Dion, that one song just stuck in my head. I think it's the one from Titanic.
From Titanic?
Yeah,
yes.
that one.
That's everybody thinking that.
Well, if you're old enough, yeah. All right, Coach. So what we like to do, we like to rank everybody's top 5. And with a top 5 like that, I can't give you anything less than 5. And that's the highest you can get is 5. But B. Jones, we have to give her... We got to give her 8. Give her 8.
Well, you got to give her 12 because you got to add the final 4 on top of that. You got to give her the final 4 on top of whatever you was going to give her.
See, B. Jones, you can't do that during my initiation. But give her 12. Give her 12. Let's go. Because I always get leery over 10, B. Jones. I know your counting is not on point like it always should be, but great job with that 12.
Okay. All right. You taking shots. Okay. You're going to see me later. All right.
All right, Coach. So who is your favorite superhero and why?
So interesting. Growing up back home, we didn't really watch movies like that. So when I came to States, I should say Wonder Woman, right? Just because, she's strong, independent, strong woman. And that just kind of what I imagine myself being, and also what we inspired our young ladies to be.
Yeah, you got a bunch of super women on your show, on your team.
So,
yeah,
they're Amazon queens.
I should have said that they are my superheroes. We have plenty of those this year,
and they can shoot. All right, so since every good superhero needs their own theme music, what would your theme song be?
Oh, definitely Enter Sandman, Metallica. I'm a Hokie. I've been here for 6 years. The day I stepped on campus, everybody was like, I'm so excited. And I was like, why people are so excited? The first football game, and, I don't really know much about football being from Europe. I was like, it can't be that exciting. And we go and the entrance starts playing and you start jumping with them. I've been jumping since, so definitely that.
We got to come to Blacksburg, KT. I've seen it on television, but I've always wanted to see that in real life. That has to be a crazy experience.
You got to live that to understand.
Oh, we coming. All right. So if you could shadow anyone for a week and learn from them, they could be either dead or alive. Who would it be and why?
Yeah. I will say Kobe Bryant.
Bing.
And why is just seeing the level of athletes here and the routines and just studying a little bit of that, what it takes for that level athlete to sustain the success. I think it would be really awesome to you hearing his routine, what he did. And I think I would love to experience that with him and see how he trained.
And not only that, he was a huge fan of the women's game. So, yes. Man, and Gigi was probably going to go down as probably one of the coldest. If she'd have been anything like her daddy, it would have been a wrap. All right, so I asked you your favorite superhero earlier, and you said Wonder Woman, and she's a part of the Justice League. Mm-hmm. So let's think about your future. You're going to be a head coach one day. So now I want you to assemble your dream coaching staff. Now, look here, Virginia Tech. This is just a question. She may miss some people. She's not doing it on purpose. So I got your back, Coach. Who you got?
Appreciate it. I'm going to go with my originals that kind of my circle, that the reason why I'm here. So I'm going to go with Coach Brooks, my boss right now. I know he's thinking about, by the time I'm going to be a head coach, he's probably going to be retired, but we're going to bring him back to action. I'm going to go with Sean Poppy, who is a head coach at Chattanooga right now. He was here with us for many years, a mentor of mine. I'm going to go with Brittany Anderson, who is a recent assistant coach right now at Illinois. Great friend and a mentor of mine. You said 4?
Yeah, just give us one more.
Yep. And I'm going to go with my ride or die right now, Lindsay Hicks, our assistant coach. Those people are close to my heart. I know them. I know their work ethic, and that's who I'm going to roll with.
Who gonna be out of all of them? Who gonna be your recruiting coordinator?
Well, by that time, I don't know if there's going to be like 10 recruiting coordinators by the time I'm a head coach and how all this is going right now.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, and Brittany Anderson, she's close to our heart too, because after they won the national championship at Stanford, she came onto the show and rocked with us.
That's right. That's right. So she's alumni. You got next alumni.
Good people.
All right. So what advice would you give your younger coaching self?
I think the biggest advice I would give it myself is just continue to, I guess, stay patient. I think sometimes in life we always want it to happen things a little bit faster, as you look around. But I would say continue to be patient and work as hard as you can every day to learn from somebody who is ahead of you. That would be my advice.
All right, so we know that your life, it revolves around basketball. So tell us a little bit, how would your friends describe you outside of basketball?
Outside basketball, I would hope to say fun. Growing up, I didn't have growing up back home, like when you go to high school and back home, like you don't go with a lot of your teammates because you go to high school and then you play club ball. So it's like you don't play for your high school. So my friends were not basketball people by any means. Like they didn't even play sports. So I would say fun, because we did have a lot of fun, and I would say hardworking.
All right, so the most important thing in life will always be family, and B. Jones, we really preach that. So allow me to reintroduce our newest family member, Coach Rad. But before I do that, before my co-host gets on my butt, please go and check out our website, yougotnext.com. On there, you'll find out more about B. Jones and myself, and you'll get to see some of the other people that we had on the show. And in the future, you'll see Coach Rad. So B. Jones, take it away, brother.
Man, I'm super excited. All I got in my head going right now is that. Hey, I just got that. The end of the Sandman is rocking in my head the whole time. I feel like we about to do some major, Coach. So we about to come out the tunnels on them today. So welcome to the show. Super, super, super excited. Now, first and foremost, you said back home. You didn't tell everybody where you're from. I'm gonna let you tell everybody. So tell us a little bit about Lithuania and your hometown.
Yeah, I am from Lithuania. I was born and raised there. I am from capital, which is Vilnius. The next town next to Kaunas, which is close to my heart, where my grandparents live, and the big EuroLeague team is from there as well. But yeah, that's where I was born and raised.
Is there some good food out there in Lithuania? Because that's the way to my heart is that food. Now, can I get some grub out there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Lots of good food.
Oh, awesome. Well, let's take this thing back to the beginning, Coach. You said none of your friends was hoopers, but you definitely got to craft that hooping. You played all during college, and you got buckets. U16, U17, U20. You was on representing the nation all through your prime career. So tell us, when did you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball when I was in second grade, I believe. Like that's when my first day of practice, when my dad took me to actual practice, which I cried the whole time, because at that time, like we didn't have my age group, so I had to go with like older girls, and I like walked in on the court. I remember what gym it was. I remember the shirt I was wearing, and I saw them big, and I was like, what am I supposed to do around here? And I cried the whole time and just stood there. So that was my first practice. So, but yeah, my dad actually, he just kind of played with his friends all the time. So after work, he will take me with him, and I'll be around, bouncing the ball. And eventually, as I got older, I got to play with them a little bit. But that's kind of where the journey started, just being around basketball. And if you look deep inside of Lithuanian history, like basketball is, we always say it's like second religion. Like we don't really play any other sports, as crazy as it sounds, but you kind of breathe and live basketball throughout the country. So
Is Tony Kukoc from Lithuania?
No.
I don't know why I'm trying to think who was from Lithuania. Was it Drazen Petrovic? I don't know why I can't think of who was from Lithuania.
No, Sabonis, who plays now for Sacramento Kings.
Yep, that's who it is. That's who it is. Yep.
His dad played for Trailblazers, so. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The one. Yeah. I remember them. Oh, that's crazy. All right. Well, let's get back on point. So, Coach, now you playing for these teams. You playing with the guys. Now you all of a sudden you're pretty good at it. When did you realize that your talents would take you around the world and give you the opportunity to really highlight your skills?
Yeah, being from a small country, I always, by 8th, 9th grade, I told my parents, hey, I want to go to United States, play basketball and study. School always been very important to me, like academics. I took that obviously very seriously. So I told my parents that. My parents were like, just keep working, doing your thing, and we'll see what happens. So my very last year, when I was playing for the national team, we actually had a guy back home that was sending mostly boys to prep schools and things like that. And he invited me to come to camp. I went down there and he was like, hey, there's an opportunity for you. And I looked at my parents and I was like, this is what I said I want to do. I had no idea where New Hampshire was on the map. And we just, looked it up the school. I did a little Skype interview back then. Didn't speak any English. It was very difficult. And then, they bought me a ticket and I came to United States. And my first week I cried a lot. And my dad was like, you said you want to do this, so you're not coming home. And here I am. I'm still here.
Well, you made the most of your moments. You definitely had a nice career at Reinhardt. I was looking at this award, the NAIA ACE Female Champion of Character Award. Tell us briefly about that award, because I've never heard of it, and it just sounds like an amazing person.
I guess that's what they decided, right? It was just a award for the conference. They picked every postseason one female and one male athlete across the sports that I guess just showed the sportsmanship, showed how you were involved in the community, on the court, the academic awards and things like that. Along with that, that's what that award was. But it was a lot of components that had to meet the criteria, I guess. But that was it was pretty awesome. But a lot of it was just being in smaller communities. I always enjoy that it was able to kind of showcase myself.
Well, you came to Virginia Tech from Weber, right? And and then you came to Virginia Tech, but you weren't a coach at the time, right? You were doing all kind of other positions. And then you talked earlier today, you said, I would tell my younger self to be patient. And I'm thinking to myself, how much more patient can a person be? Because you literally worked every job other than coaching until you finally got your opportunity to be one of the assistant coaches. You got to tell us about that journey and how hard that was and what kept you motivated through the fray in order to push through.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So coming from Weber here, I was a GA for actually 3 seasons because I already had my master's when I came to Virginia Tech. So when I started to study here, my master's, I realized I love working for Coach Brooks. I love Virginia Tech. So I was like, why would I not start working for my doctorate degree? So I actually started on my doctorate. That's still a work in progress. We'll finish one day. But like you said, those first 3 years, I've never played at this level. I've never been around this level. So the first year I was just trying to learn and figure out what this actually is. Every day was a new day. It was you wake up and you had no idea what's going to come your way. So then after those years, I became a player personnel specialist. That was my title. And then this past season was my first season as an assistant coach. Along the journey, I've been very lucky and blessed to have Coach Brooks that has, showed loyalty. That is not always a case in nowadays society. So obviously been very lucky and fortunate that he believed in me and saw something in me that just continued to let me grow. And then just mentors along the way, like I mentioned, Sean Poppy, Brittany Anderson, that, was here to start and I was able to learn from them every day. And just, at the end, I feel like when you put in work and you're loyal to somebody, the good things can happen.
Well, that is an amazing, but you know what? Your story is almost like a picture. It's almost like they crafted out a certain part of the whole environment, right? Like your story is a smaller component to a big, massive story. Just only one chapter, which it all kind of sounds the same, right? Coach Brooks took over this program that, let's just be real, they weren't a winning program. He hired all the right people. He got all the right staff. He created the right culture, and then he recruits the right kids, and all of a sudden now you got a young lady in Trailer who was just drafted in the second round, and you guys winning the ACC trophy after trophy after trophy. So now I got to ask you, I intentionally put this picture up because I wanted you to see the fruits of your labor on your show. You guys worked hard for this. Tell us about that picture and what was going through your mind on that court with the string of the net going through your hat and you holding up a ticket to the Final Four.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And before I say anything, like you mentioned about, Coach Brooks and building this program, like this man worked so freaking hard every day. Like there's no hardworking coach than he is, to put everybody else first and just work so hard. So when you look at this picture, I think we talk a lot about the trophy being heavy. And being heavy, not because it's like actually physically heavy, but everything that we all had to go through to get to that, and it is like, when you actually get to that point and you're able to lift the trophy, whichever it was, ACC championship or Final Four, ticket. I think that for us was like the actual meaning, right? Like you worked so hard to get to that point and be able to, take a picture like that and lift the trophy and see kids smile. The kids were phenomenal all season long. The kids that we have, young ladies, they work so hard, and there's nobody else that deserved those moments more than they did.
Well, Coach, you guys did a phenomenal job. I'm a diehard LSU fan, Coach, but I had to put on the maroon today. I was rooting for you guys all the way through. Just gonna be honest with you, no matter how it came out, it was gonna be bittersweet for me. But I was super proud to see how far y'all took it, and I can't wait to see y'all play again. I saw the recruiting class that's coming in. Y'all got some more dogs. Y'all reloading. I saw them 4 young ladies. I was like, wait, they doing some things over there in Blacksburg. Because I want to take a moment to highlight you because you're a part of this story, but you're a significant part, and you got a future in the game as well. Tell us a little bit about your coaching style, and how would those around you describe you as a coach? Because we're in a new era of coaching. I was back in the day when coaches might pull your collar and yank you up, boy, get off the floor. You know what I'm saying? We're in a different age. So tell us a little bit about your coaching style, Coach.
Yeah, I truly believe you got to have relationships before you can coach kids nowadays. You got to get to know them, the in and out, and then just not on the court, off the court. I believe in that before I can go and coach them, and for them to believe me, that I'm going to tell them, hey, like, you made this mistake on the court, or like next time do this. They have to believe in me that I have interest in them, that we have a relationship at trust build. That way when the words come out of a coach's mouth, like they actually believe that it's true and it's genuinely, and then they go into run a wall for you. So I think that's where it really starts. Like for me, like that's always been like a number one thing, because you spend so much time together, right? Like to me, like you can't just go and like get on the court and start yelling at them or just whatever. Like they have to feel that. So I think for me, like a lot of it is building through the relationship and then teaching the game. I think sometimes you get caught up in getting frustrated and just like like you said, yell at them, yank them out, and do things like that. But at the end of the day, like we here to coach and teach the game. Whatever case it is, is it getting on the court with them or bringing them in the office and watching film? Now you have 300 different softwares to show them film, and it could be on the bench, it could be, right after the game and things like that. And to me, like those two things, like when it comes to style and like how to get to players, I think it's relationships and being able to teach the game actually.
Last question, Coach. I personally feel, and I'm going on wax saying it today, you're probably going to hear it on every episode that I speak on. The women's game is at that boiling point. I think we're about to see a massive blow. Everybody's talking about, from Brittany Griner talking about pay equity and inequality. I think the game is about to get the viewers they need. I think businesses are about to start putting money in it. We're going to start seeing $1 million contracts. I'm telling y'all right now, the Mouth of the South is telling y'all women's basketball is up next. But, Coach, what are some things you would like to see happen in the women's game, whether it be on the college level or the pro level? What do you think needs to happen to help y'all to make that significant jump? Because you was a part. I just want to make sure I comment. I don't have the numbers memorized, but 12 million viewers. You was a part of the most popular, the most successful Final Four ever. And you had the privilege to be on that sideline. So what do you think needs to happen now to keep that momentum going?
Yeah, I think it just continued to, to bring the fans. You have to have the players, young ladies, that are engaged with the crowds in the right way, and also like have personalities, right? I think I've heard this 1,000,000 times. A lot of people come to watch women's basketball. They actually know the players, right? Like there's not as much turnover in the sense of them going to the league after first year, right? And I think like for them telling the stories, like so the fans can really relate to those players and understand who they are, so they come out and support. I think that's really important. Like for us, that's how we build it here. Like the first 2 rounds, it was a sellout crowd when we hosted in Blacksburg, because the fans actually know who 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐤 is, who Elizabeth Kitley is, who Kayla King is. They know that. So I think more stories that out there, giving the young ladies platform to present themselves and tell their stories. I think that's how you gain the attention and that they deserve. And then people want to come and watch them play. They're good players, right? But when you can connect on a different level to actually know them a little bit, that's what I think how you can build it.
Yeah, I love it. And for all you Hokies out there that didn't know, Kitley is coming back. She officially announced it. That squad is going to be real. It's going to be a terror next year. I can't wait to see y'all play. But, Coach, this is a very pivotal part of the show. It is time to play championship rounds. Welcome to the game show, Coach. Now KT and I are about to go 1-on-1, and you are officially going to be calling all the shots. Okay, have you ever played a game called Would You Rather before?
Yes.
All right, rules super simple, Sports Life Talk Nation. Both KT and I are going to make a pitch to Coach Rad. Whichever one Coach Rad agrees with, she selects. That host will gain a point. The first host to get 2 points, or the best out of 3, will win this episode's game of championship rounds. And I ain't going to go elaborate too much, but Kevin, he got a good win last round. So, go. All right, KT, you currently the champ, so go ahead. I'll let you get started. Let's go.
I don't like the way you just brushed me off, man. That was kind of rude, but okay. All right, Coach.
Come on, man.
Would you rather, see, you're still doing it. Would you rather become a head coach and now you have a coaching tree full of coaches throughout college and the WNBA, or
would you rather coach a player that becomes a coach, wins a ring? They coach a team to the Final Four and win it, and they say they learned it all from Coach Rad. They stole your blueprint.
Yours, of course.
You sure? My Mouth of the South, right?
Yeah, she said yours, man. Hit the button. Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, here we go. Round number 2. After this recent success, would you rather have Netflix follow Virginia Tech around for the next season in a Last Chance U style documentary telling the story of Coach Brooks and that amazing program, or
boy, you sold the heck out of that one, B. Jones. Coach, I got to let you know that I'm the one that invited you. I got to try to get there. All right. So would you rather travel the world hosting your own food show on the Food Network, where you and 3 of your closest friends interview famous athletes and celebrities as they take you to their favorite places to eat in their hometowns?
Coach Brooks and I literally just had this conversation an hour ago, that there's got to be 30 on 30 about our story.
Yes, it does.
At some point, things will make sense why I say that. So I hate to do this, but I got to go with the Netflix.
Is Coach Hicks around? Maybe she can come over here and help me out the championship rounds. This is not going the way I thought it was going to go.
Let's go! That's the dub. All right. It's okay, Coach Red. You don't owe this man no excuses. You don't owe this man you don't owe him anything. But we got the dub, Coach. We got the dub.
Well, you got the dub.
No, man, we did it together. We did it together. It was a tag team. All right, Coach. All right, Coach. Y'all get your brooms out because we got to do round 3 anyway. So, Coach, every Wednesday night, KT and I, we go live. Okay, we do a live show. It's not just about sports. We talk about pop culture, just all kind of cool stuff. And my part of the show is I talk about sneakers. I'm a sneakerhead. Kevin is a sneakerhead too. So we wanted to check, on all our You Got Next guests and family members. Want to see if y'all are sneakerheads. So do you like sneakers, Coach? Are you a sneaker fan? All right, perfect. You're going to like this round then, okay? So now, on the count of 3, I need you to say, hold that sneaker, okay? When I count you down, you say, hold that sneaker, and KT and I are going to pull up a pair of shoes that we selected for this show just for you, okay? Whichever pair of shoes you would rather rock, you select that host, and then, of course, I still win, but that host can get a point, and maybe Kevin can save a little bit of face. I don't know, because if not, it'll be an official sweep, and it'll be truly embarrassing because this show is probably going to have over thousands and thousands of views. All right, Coach, are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hold that shoe. Oh, maroon. He won that one.
The head coach got this is maroon too, Coach. It's
it looks red, B. Jones. That's the only problem. It seriously looks red.
Okay. Those are cardinal red. So I guess, Kevin, congratulations, you won round 3.
Oh man, whatever.
And new heavyweight champion of the Coach. These trophies be heavy. I know what you're talking about. It's a lot of pressure coming.
We hurry up, get on with the show now.
Oh my goodness, that thing is so heavy. All right, Coach. Well, the title of the show is Sports Life Talks. You got next. All right. So now everybody's rocking with you, Coach Rad VT on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere. We watching your story now. So in your own words, Coach Rad, what does the future hold for you?
Future right now. Honestly, I want to get the shutdown week and get some rest. But when it comes to, just the plans for the future, like our girl said at the banquet, let's do it again.
Oh, let's do it again. Now, Coach, are you doing a lot of recruiting? Are you on the recruiting trail with the AAU season?
Yeah, we just came back last weekend. We had an eval weekend last weekend, and then we have one more in May.
Yeah, did y'all go to Virginia or did y'all go to Spooky Nook or Frisco, Texas?
No, we're at Spooky. I was in Spooky for a day. We had some people in Knoxville, and then Coach Brooks and myself, we went to Boo for at Virginia.
Yeah, next year we're gonna go to Boo Williams, KT. All right, Kev.
All right, Coach. Do you have any shout outs you want to give?
To everybody out there supporting women's basketball, that's really Hokie Nation. But I don't have any really personal ones.
All right, so this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call out the person that you think should have next. Tell me, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Coach, who are you calling out? Who should have next?
I'm going to go with Sean Poppy, head coach at Chattanooga, who won his first championship and got to go to the tournament. We played them the first round. A friend of mine, as I call him, my cousin, his family immigrated from Lithuania a long time ago. But that's him.
And he got a cool name, Sean Poppy. I don't know why I might start running these streets telling everybody, yo, I'm Sean Poppy. You know what I'm saying? That's just a dope name. Hey, SP, Sean Poppy, you're on the clock, my guy. We're going to be reaching out to you. We want to get you on the show so you can tell everybody your amazing story and tell us what's cracking up there in Chattanooga, Tennessee. But Coach Rad, you are truly a gift. You are one of a kind. You are a trailblazer. You are a lion, a lioness. You are amazing. You are extraordinary and elite. You deserve a yeet. Coach Radvile Autukaite, you got next. Yes. Oh my goodness, Kevin, I feel so good. I'm feeling a little bit extra better because I got the belt back, and I'm gonna hold on to it. So y'all please come watch the next episode. Don't forget to visit our new website, yougotnext.com. If you want to nominate somebody, or if you're sitting there, you're like, man, I would love to be on the show, go throw your name in the nomination hat. It's a whole section on there. You can send us your film, you send us your information, and we definitely audition you. We'll check you out, because if you got next, you got next, and we want to highlight your story. Don't forget to show us some love. 2023, we ain't even halfway there yet, and we still got over 150 shows on the books right now. So y'all buckle up, lock in with us, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, tell your friends and to tell a friend, and let's keep this amazing momentum going. And don't forget to come check us out Wednesday nights at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we go live, and you can just come. It's on Twitter. It's on YouTube. So all you got to do is smash the subscribe button. And lastly, for the first three people that like, subscribe, and tag someone into this show, we sending y'all Sports Life Talk t-shirts. It's just that simple. Put your information down in the comments. Let us know. We're going to reach out to you, and we're going to send you a Sports Life Talk t-shirt. I told you I was going to do some giveaways today. We giving away first three. All right? First three people that do so. All right, KT. You over there smiling. I know you're feeling good about yourself. You got it, KT. You won anyway. You don't have a belt, but you were champion in everybody else's eyes because you got us this amazing guest. All right, so I'm gonna let you close this out.
I'm smiling because I'm crying on the inside, B. Jones. I really wanted to beat you this episode, and it didn't happen. But like you said, I won because we have a new family member. So Coach Rad, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know. And if you're ever in Texas recruiting, you got to holler at us. B. Jones going to take us out to dinner.
Good.
You like barbecue, Coach?
No, thank you, guys. And you guys welcome to come to Blacksburg at any time for a football game, basketball game, whatever you guys need. Likewise.
Hey, don't you threaten us with a good time. Hide your aunties, because we coming to Blacksburg. All right, Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe, be blessed, respect each other, and love one another, because together we are better. And keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
See, what's crazy is I knew you had next, because you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag because you're always working. Like, in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Life Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Life Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like me. If you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you know where to be. I'm talking Sports Life, talking this.